Hello and welcome to the Fellowship Gaming live stream this evening. Thank you for joining us, and please look at our other social media for additional content and our Patreon to support new content. If you are new, please subscribe and give us a like. Now sit back, grab a drink and or a snack, and enjoy the stream. Welcome to our first Starfinder Society live stream. We're going to start doing these opposite our Torg streams, so that way you have content coming every Friday at you. Now for some legal fun. Fellowship Gaming uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Fellowship Gaming is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Okay, fantastic. Fun legal things. Okay, everyone. Tonight, we're going to be playing the first scenario in Season 5 of Starfinder Society. It is called Intro, Year of Redemption's Rise. How is everybody doing tonight?
Great.
Good.
Real fun. There was a spinning 20-sided.
A 20-sided spinner? Fantastic.
That sounds terrible.
Okay, everyone. The adventure for today starts on Absalom Station. You are going to begin in the office of First Seeker Ihu Hadif. First Seeker Ihu Hadif nods respectfully in greeting and gestures at the room's comfortable leather chairs. Greetings. Thank you for your time today, Starfinders. Give me just a moment. This computer is almost restored from a pre-scourge backup. He enters a few final keystrokes before bidding the technician farewell and settling back in his chair. I apologize for the delay. We're still working on restoring the complex to full technological operations. Now that the data scourge has been resolved, thanks to the efforts of Starfinders such as yourselves, we're able to reinstall the equipment we locked away. The thorough inspections take a good deal of time and effort, but I think you'll agree they're worth it. Before I begin today's briefing, I have a question for you. Is there anything I can do to help you with? Any issues that have been troubling you lately, or anything that you believe the society needs to take a closer look at?
Your training protocols. The last one I did, I got stuck inside a computer simulation.
Okay, yeah. We'll take a look at that. That's a really good piece of advice. I'm sorry about that. That's not something we definitely want to have our new trainees go through.
I don't think you want your veterans to go through that.
Well, thankfully our veterans don't go through that. Everybody goes through it once, and then they're Starfinders and they're veterans. Does anybody else have anything they need help with, or something that they think we should work on?
Yeah, this kind of small thing, but my last mission, we went to find someone named Invartan, and this android has been bugging me day and night, and I don't have information. Could you tell him that I don't know and to stop asking me?
Which android is bothering you?
His name is Ned32.
Is he a Starfinder?
Yeah, he's one of the ones you send on the more dangerous ones.
Okay, and he brings out a pen and paper and goes, tell Ned to stop bothering Bojan about Envartan.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that. That's odd that they would keep bothering you like that. Is there anything else? Well, I appreciate your candor, agents. Ihu leans forward and clasps his lower set of arms on the desk. While the threat of the data scourge is over, I must confess that all is not well within these walls. I'm not sure how much you keep up with current events, but public opinion of us is dire, to say the least. And many of our own agents have responded to recent events with concern, fear, and even outrage. For the briefest moment, a trace of concern flashes across his face. Historia Prime has wronged the Pact Worlds, this station, and the Starfinder Society. With Prime destroyed, many direct their anger and grief at us. My goal is to ensure that we emerge from this crisis together, stronger than ever before. I've always believed in listening to all the agents, and providing an open door to any who wish to raise concerns, though I admit I've been rather occupied as of late. As such, I'd like to ask you to act as my personal agents today. In recent months, I've been made aware of 3 factions growing in popularity within the society. I'd like your group to visit the leaders of these factions, to speak with them, figure out where their interests lay, and see if you can aid them in feeling welcomed within the society. My hope remains that interfaction outreach can help spread understanding between factions and remind our agents that we're all in this together. When you're done, report back to me with information on how best to aid these factions and what their goals are. As soon as my computer finishes updating, I'll send you data I have on these factions. While we wait, do you have any questions for me? And a small printout, he presses a button, a small printout comes in, and here is the information on the 3 new factions.
Are we traveling, or are they all on Absalom Station?
They're all located on Absalom Station.
Are any basing themselves on the districts we should be aware of, or levels, or are they in the lore complex?
They're
Lore
gonna be-
Spire complex.
They're going to be scattered around the station. We don't have all the space necessary, and some have chosen to not be stationed in this space. Similar to how the Inquisitives and the Exo Guardians are not located inside the Lord Spire complex, some of the factions are located outside as well.
Are those locales dangerous? That was what I was trying to get to.
I wouldn't know. You'd have to talk to the faction leaders.
Got it.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago. We were on a train that went out of control. So, you know.
Yes,
Things
the
happen.
vids of that are all over.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
I didn't think so.
Okay. If you have no questions, go ahead and make either a culture recall knowledge check or diplomacy gather information. Additionally, if you have 2 reputation with the advocates, the cognates, or the manifold host, please let me know.
The advocates.
Advocates, thank you.
Okay, advocates or who?
Cognates or manifold host.
No, I do not.
What's your total?
Any
10.
kind of
10. Okay.
Oh, they are.
I have a 9.
9.
Diplomacy.
8 culture.
8 culture.
Mine's diplomacy.
Okay, I got a 28 culture.
28.
28. 28.
Too bad. Okay. Well, we'll go down the list. Members of the Starfinder Society typically choose at least one faction to support. A faction is a group of starfighters dedicated to a particular ideal. The factions work within the society to help it align more closely with their values, but rarely find themselves in opposition to one another. Minor factions occasionally spring up and either grow into full factions or fade into the background, depending upon the amount of interest they garner. Zig Vigix was the leader of the Exo Guardians faction, before being taken captive during the Data Scourge. During their captivity, Ziggy's cybernetics were infected with a vicious code. These cybernetics served as a vector to infect critical systems, including guidance throughout the Lore Spire complex. The revelation of this infection, heartbreaking as Igvigix, was followed by painful operations to remove the cybernetics. Since then, they formed the Advocates faction to advocate for a society that ensures all agents are taken care of physically, mentally, and emotionally. During the Data Scourge, Royo was one of the loudest voices speaking out against the Society's over-reliance on technology. A group of Starfinders interested in exploring the possibilities of low-tech, natural, and magical solutions to problems formerly solved by technology coalesced around him, becoming the Cognates faction. For years, the Manyfold Host has been the unofficial welcoming committee for the Starfinder Society, sending greetings to any new Starfinders, especially those who are the first of their species to join. Membership in the faction has been traditionally invitation only, but Harmony of Many has recently indicated the faction will be opening its doors to more members. Okay, which faction would you like to go visit first? The Advocates, the Cognates, or the Manyfold Host?
I vote for my own boss, so advocates.
I'm partial to advocates. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Okay.
By the way, real quick, I know you're the weird one with the zipper. What are you two?
I am Novasa. She is a human. And I'm an envoy.
I am HDN 732. I'm freshly out of the academy and looking to help out here.
Can we just call you HG?
Sounds good.
I am Bojan Honeysnout. Bojan is an uplifted bear. He's a soldier mystic. And he beats people up.
I think I just read your report on that last mission you did.
Mm-hmm. There's much beatings.
This is the guy
He's good at
applied
beating.
that character sheet too.
Call me Bella. Bella is a half-elf. She is an operative. She uses the Daredevil template, so she is more acrobatics and athletics. How do I keep this family friendly?
Just state that she utilizes
She
her
is-
wiles.
Yes, she uses her feminine wiles, which she has vast tracts of land hidden beneath that zipper.
Okay. Here is what everybody looks like as you go through, show around. Your nav marker leads you into the Lore Spire complex. And you go to an office and you see Salita, Zigvigix, and a Raxolite loading boxes and leaving. The door slides open to reveal a room stripped of its personal effects, which now filled boxes lining the walls. A Sheeran in a power chair turns at the sound of new arrivals, their face lighting up in recognition as they wheel that chair out from behind a stack of boxes. Greetings, Starfinders, Zidvigix projects telepathically. Come in, come in. Watch the clutter. We've kept a path clear for this way. I assume Ihu sent you.
Yes.
Indeed.
Delightful! For those of you I haven't yet met, my name is Zigvigix. You may call me Ziggy. It seems I find myself once again a leader of a faction. Isn't that exciting? We call ourselves the Advocates and we... Camellia interrupts, saying, I voted for the Heart Loves, but apparently there's copyright issues. Camellia is the small Raxolite. Yes, well, I quite like that name too, Ziggy admits. But not everyone shares our love of Sugar Pop. At any rate, our goal is to ensure that the Starfinder Society supports its agents and to promote community and kindness among our membership. The past few years have been difficult for the organization, and we think it's time we learn to cooperate and uplift each other again. One of our first tasks is to find a new headquarters. We've been granted permission to use an old wing of the Lore Spire complex. It's been abandoned since the Scoured Stars incident. We're hoping to turn it into a place for agents to spend time together, with a recreation room, a lounge, training rooms, medical facilities, and even living quarters for those who want to spend more time in the space. Won't that be lovely?
Great.
Sounds fantastic.
Well, we're almost finished here, but we could use your help clearing out the central room in the new wing, so we can use it as a place to coordinate renovations from, and turning on the breakers to restore power to the wing. Would you mind helping?
Sure.
Sounds great.
Okay.
We're gonna regret this.
Do you have any questions before you proceed?
What might we find while we're helping you clear this out? Have any vermin or beasties decided to lair in there?
I took a quick look around the floor before we took control of it, and didn't see anything. Though you never know what might have taken up residence since then. It's mostly full of dust, old boxes, and storage, but nobody's claimed it in years. If you do find any critters up there, see if you can coax them out of hiding, though, so we can relocate them.
One of you fix circuit breakers?
I do.
Okay.
I'm good with fixing things.
That's
I mean, yeah, I can. I don't actually have an engineering kit on me.
I do.
Okay.
alright. Well, sounds like we have everything we need.
Okay. Fantastic.
Oh, no, I lied. She does have an engineering kit on her.
Probably swindled it from some student.
There wasn't a lot of talking involved.
I don't like hearing about it. Weird.
Oh, we're good about it.
Weird habits.
Okay. We're going to start
You
on
have
this
to
first
remember
map.
that a lot of these Starfinders still fall into the more human types, other than the Shiro.
Go ahead and put yourself in the brown on the stairs, or the
Coming
orange
down?
here.
If they were coming down.
Yeah, you're coming down into it.
Orange here.
Oh no, it's not opening.
This is a specially made space for me. Landing bay for large characters only.
Have you tried your water thing?
Just anyone would do just fine. But how my dice are running today, I don't know how long I'm gonna
We'll
live.
go with that for her for now.
That's right.
Even though it's technically the technomancer.
No, I came home today and they're like, the sink's plugged. So I was working on that.
Oh, flooded. I heard the sink is blood, and I was like, what?
Yeah, the sink's full of blood.
What
I'm
are
like,
your daughter's doing?
You don't want to know.
You're right, I know.
That's not something.
My
to
imagination
fix
is bad enough.
It was flooded. It was, and it's like, okay. So I came home.
Okay. So the ceilings in this wing are 15 feet high, and it's low light conditions, unless I tell you otherwise. Okay, the entry is a grungy space, illuminated by weak yellow emergency lighting. Numerous halls lined with closed doors lead
How do you know they're
deeper
not
into
closed
the
doors?
wing. A wide stairwell descends to another floor of the lower spire complex. So, yeah, where do you want to go? The green is the absolute very edge of the map.
I'm drawn to darks, so I'm like, I start sniffing the air, and I'm like, I hear something.
How does sniffing the air equate to I hear something?
You would understand if you were a bear.
He's just being uplifting.
Only if there's honey in the
Her
world.
literal response is
Oh,
To the south is an area, and it's kind of like filled with boxes.
Oh, there's.
Yes. That's,
No.
So south is this way. Okay.
Yes.
North is that way. Okay.
yeah. There's the compass rose.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry, that's two compasses because there's two maps. I just want to make sure I oriented them the right way. Okay.
Alright, boxes over here.
According to the description, that compass rose is absolutely correct.
Alright.
So I'm also pulling out my survival knife. So
Okay.
she has her pistol and survival knife ready.
You are so paranoid.
I have my
They're
laser.
just boxes.
Before you go into the room.
I'm worried about what's hiding in the boxes.
I pull out
not
my
the
laser
boxes.
pistol because bad things always happen.
This crowded lounge is dimly lit by emergency lighting and piled high with boxes and crates. Narrow pathways have been cleared through the room, the stacks of abandoned crates leaning over them precariously.
Do you want to continue going down and just look at these rooms before we head that direction?
Yeah, I'd rather see if we can find the breakers first.
Mhm.
Get more light on.
Okay.
Sure. So are these corners doors?
The blue lines are doors.
Okay.
I can see.
I tried to color code it to make life a little easier for you.
Okay, I'm gonna start with this door then.
It's empty. There's nothing really in it. It looks like it may have been a utility closet, like a closet for utility, not utilities. So, it's empty currently.
I like empty.
Empty is good.
Empty is good.
Might as well check this one.
That one on the southwest.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Use power tower. Thank you, power tower.
You rolled a 1.
It's a 2. I'm actually good at it. It's a 14.
14, okay. You're able to open it up, look around. There is about an inch worth of dust everywhere. You don't find anything. It looks kind of similar to the other room Bella went into.
Alright. Everything's so safe. Here, one of you two, especially you, you look new. Opening doors is a great Starfinder duty.
Tradition. Be ready to
Doors
shoot
right
whatever
there?
comes out.
Or
Oh,
where?
this is the door.
Oh, that's the door.
Yeah.
Blue is the doors.
Blue is the doors. Can you tell the difference? Blue,
Yeah.
black. Okay.
I think it's light.
Sorry, I should have
Well,
just chose
we're
a
in
different
the-
color.
Yeah, we're in the darkened area,
There's-
so blue and black. They
From this
blend a
angle,
little bit.
they look the same. So.
Apologies.
It's okay.
Both of
I
you give me
can
perception
see it.
checks.
12.
21.
Okay. Yeah, they look very similar to the other two doors. There's a few boxes in there, but they're just empty.
All clear here.
All clear.
Yeah, let's head on down the hallway then.
Are you going west?
Where we
Yeah,
head?
this
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna try this door.
Yeah, sure.
It's off.
You open it, and there's a small bed, a small desk. That's pretty much it. It looks like it's a small living quarters.
Next one?
North, good.
Same.
Move down.
South?
Make a perception check, please.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 10. 22.
22. Yeah, you probably think these all 4 rooms are housing. I mean, Zig Vigix did mention there was housing.
Yeah, that's fine. Still worth it to check.
Yeah.
North?
Same.
Okay.
So too early to call dibs on rooms?
I mean,
Maybe a little bit.
No.
I don't think so. It's whichever one you like.
Pick one.
As far as I'm
Really
concerned.
wanna live in a barracks.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Bojan, as you walk into the room,
Here.
your largesse just can't get through the narrow boxes. Go ahead and give me a reflex save as the boxes just kind of like fall on you and the crates fall on you.
The tower works system. 17.
17, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Now.
Would you prefer someone else go first?
I mean, I have the tight fit feet, so I can suck it.
Can the boxes suck it?
I don't know.
As the boxes fall on you, you hear this, "Ah! Get him!" Roll initiative.
Is it an envoy?
I have a bad feeling about combat for me tonight.
You should have a bad feeling. You should always have a bad feeling.
26. 0.6.
Who's recording this?
Brian.
Okay, Brian. Thank you.
I'll see.
0.2.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought the die was that you rolled was a 4.
No, I rolled a 2.
Yeah, it makes sense.
12.3. I think they stole your line.
What's that?
Get him.
Get him.
Okay. Put D as 10.3 and K as 12.2.
I need to find out what book those are in.
Okay, who's up first?
Belly.
Does anyone know what the SMG's book is in?
SMGs?
Oh, Tech Revolution. Never mind.
Yep.
Yep. Nice. I can get an SMG now. Let's see. Can I see either of those?
They are both. So, the big guy is actually small, and the small guy is actually a medium.
Okay. But I have line of sight to
If
one
you
of
can
them.
see them, yes.
I can at least see this guy.
Yeah, if you can see that guy, then you can go ahead and see that guy. He looks like a big cricket.
Like a big cricket.
Like a big cricket.
Not
Where's
one
the-
of these, is it?
Yeah, it's the top right.
Wow.
Looks like a big cricket.
And it looked like a really nasty. It looks like a bull cricket, which is not a good thing. Okay, so I will trick attack him.
Okay.
Oh. That is a 30. So is he CR 10 or less?
Yes.
I hope so.
I hope
We're
so.
like, no. Okay, we're leaving.
See that stairway? I'm running that way.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Would that give him cover? There's boxes right here. But I have a clear shot now.
You should be fine from there.
Okay. I will take a shot there. I will make him flat-footed against me. Uh, 14K.
Hits.
Oh yeah, and I truck attack. So that is, yes, 1d8. Nine damage. Piercing.
9 damage. Okay. That's a pretty good hit. Who's up next?
Alright, it's Bojan's turn.
Okay, hold on. You're gonna be difficult. Okay. So you can try to move the boxes. It's gonna take an athletics check, or you can just push them over. Also an athletics check. Have fun.
So tight fit doesn't help me get through.
You have tight fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help you.
Let's see.
For those at home, tight fit is a feat taken by large characters that allows them to squeeze through our narrow human spaces.
Or I could just go even here. And yeah, I'm gonna pull out my longsword along the way over there, and then trying to remember. Is it a -2 penalty for non-lethal?
Yes.
Okay.
-4.
Oh, mine's 4. Yeah.
-4 to be non-lethal.
Okay.
I don't know. The thing looks like a giant cricket.
Well, I know, but as Ziggy said, try to relocate. So, I'm gonna see what the dice for you. So, 17K.
17 will hit.
9 slashing.
It crumples.
It's knocked out.
Whose turn is it?
Alright, next is HGN 732.
So I will move to there and pull out my pulse caster.
Okay.
Oh, and then K.
K is knocked out.
D.
D.
He has a very large bear looking at it.
He does. Make a will save, Bojan.
18.
So he's sitting there and just goes, "Get away!" And you're just like, "Nah." And he goes, and runs away. move him around the boxes. That does provoke. And that way, yeah, that's what you mean.
I don't have
30? 40?
30 is fine.
I don't have reach.
You
It's
don't
an
have reach?
uplifted bear, so it's
Okay.
okay. You just can't outrun me.
He most likely can. Who's up next?
Alright.
Oh crap, I keep forgetting
Roxy.
she's a lot faster than I think.
Quick.
Yeah, she has her quick movement. I forget, she's an operative. She can move.
So you can't move through the squares with the boxes.
I think he was moving through the barrel.
I
Okay.
agree through the barrel right
Okay.
there. And that was 6. So that should be
Okay.
30.
Yeah.
I go. Actually, how high is the boxes?
They're to the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so what does that thing look like?
That thing
This little fuzzball?
is the fuzzball.
Well, look
I
there.
remember that.
Yes, I know.
Nice.
Well, I know. She has no idea.
I'll say,
That's a
get him.
You have line of sight to it?
Yeah.
There to there.
Okay, he moved. I thought he was
Yeah.
one square over.
Well, I was looking at it, and if I would have stayed there.
Mm.
Okay. Whose turn?
Alright, Bella.
I don't think you have clear line of sight. There are a
I do.
jack ton of bodies there.
No? I can see. You can double check me and
I do.
roll,
'Cause I just want to check.
but
so
from my perspective, from where I'm looking, she can see him.
Also,
So the issue is you have two boxes, two full boxes here. So that corner does not have a. If it drew straight, it'd come out here. But
I think it does go through there.
you can see him, but he's gonna have cover.
I don't need to.
Use that.
I need to see him to trick attack.
Okay, so cover doesn't bother that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad with
I
operative.
need to see him. If I can see any
You can
part
see
of
him.
him,
You
I
can
can
see
trick
his,
attack
You can
him.
see his leg.
that's fine.
I'm not
I
tricking
can
that leg.
trick attack him.
Just that leg.
It's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I am not used to a character with movement.
They're fun. If you build them right. Tyler was a gas. Granted, moving
Okay,
120
so
feet or
trick
moving is
attack
fun.
fails.
Trick attack fails. What was your total?
17.
Yeah, that definitely fails.
Is his CR -3?
Yes. No.
So I will still take a shot. You.
Okay, who's up next?
9.
There are bad
God.
words floating around audience.
Wait, a 9?
9 total.
ERC or KAC?
Okay.
Misses.
No, I can get all the way around.
Was that including the get him?
10 with the get him.
10 hits.
No.
7 damage.
Okay. Bojan?
Alright, so we'll keep the non-lethal up. That's only a 9, 10k to hit.
10k hits.
9 slashing, non-lethal.
He crumbles.
I guess these are the things Ziggy wants
Relocated.
What is that thing?
The fuzzball?
Yeah.
So, the fuzzball, go ahead and give me a mysticism check.
18.
It is a Drickluz gremlin.
Gremlins. This one's a Dricklets.
Go ahead and give me either a sense motive or survival check on the giant cricket.
20 survival.
Good freaking night. You recognize that this cricket is called a click harp. And this is a hatchling. They're small for their size.
Hmm.
They're like the size of a dog. That's terrifying. You can see it may not have been acting,
On its own?
Of its
not
own-
necessarily it's on its own, but it was acting out of fear. Not of you, but of the creature. It looks like it's been battered, it's been not so happy. And you might be able to, nurse it back to health. And it might be okay with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we sure that Zig Viggs wants to relocate a gremlin? Because aren't they bad luck?
Mm-hmm.
Only if we feed him after midnight.
He didn't mention killing anything here. He said, bag it, tag it, and relocate.
Just don't feed it after midnight. You're good. He'll get it wet.
But we might be able to help repair the bug there
Yeah.
if it's been abused.
Have
mean,
fun with
that's-
that.
Our whole thing.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Or anything that can increase.
Ooh, 25 medicine.
Yeah, you definitely are able to get it back to health. Let's see here. I underlined it and I can't find it now. Go ahead and make another survival check.
20.
Hand over fist, this thing wants to join you because you don't. You are way bigger than it, but he thinks you'll feed him better.
Who's that good cricket? Who's that good cricket?
And it just kind of hops around and will hop out to the north with the little round circle and just sit there and hop, waiting for you.
Excellent.
West and east, you see kind of two hallways and these kind of like weird things that kind of come out, jut out. You can see from here that they're elevator bays. There are two on each side.
Oh, okay.
Let's check those two rooms before checking the elevator. Well, I guess we might not be able to use the elevators with no power.
Yeah, let's start with those rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we'll tie up the gremlin to make sure he doesn't get away.
Before you go check out those rooms, you do need to clear out these boxes. So go ahead and give me one of 3 checks. Athletics, engineering, or perception. Athletics, you'll move the boxes out of the way. Engineering, you're going to perform little minor repairs around the room. And perception is to catalog the contents of the room, etc.
That's a one.
I will do some engineering, help fix things around. That's going to be a 23.
Okay, 23.
I'm going to use athletics.
Okay.
That is a 23.
Okay,
It's a 13 perception.
13 perception, okay.
I was gonna do perception too. 6.
I basically categorize the boxes into honey and non-honey. That's my categorization. So all these are like not honey, not honey, not honey.
As you guys go through, you clear up the boxes, you make sure it's safe, you get everything out of the way so it's just not precariously there. Go ahead and remove all the danger dice off the board. Place them wherever you want to. And as you guys are moving them, you find a basic Imaginarium projector. A processor, a projector.
To the data pad.
It's going to be in Tech Revolution, page 48. Okay. You come down here, go ahead and you open the doors and you find the breaker. It's fairly obvious.
Usually is.
It flips back on, the lights start humming, and they go from the low light to the normal light. And then you hear the elevators ding. And Zidbigix, Solita, and Camellia pop out of the elevators. Oh my goodness, this space will be perfect, Zigvigit exclaims aloud. I can't thank you enough for your help. We're really going to do some good here, and I hope you come back and visit us once the lounge is up and running. Ziggy draws you a little closer and speaks telepathically. This means a great deal to me. It's no secret that in recent years, the Society hasn't always taken good care of its agents. I don't mean to blame anybody. It's been a non-stop barrage, and we've barely had time to catch our breath. But, well, I thought it was important that someone started speaking up. And people seem to listen to me still. If any of you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to seek the Advocate's help. That's all we want to do. Provide help. And if you'd like to help too, well, the more the merrier. Zigvigix chuckles as they wheel away. We can always use more members.
Yeah, there's a gremlin here.
Does
And we
anybody
got
want this
Jimmy over
gremlin?
here.
Yeah.
He looked a little beat up. I kind of helped him out a bit, but he might need some recruitment.
Okay. That's not the weirdest thing we've dealt with.
And a gremlin.
Gremlins, that's definitely weird. We can take him to the more fey-minded individuals of the Society.
I think he means the goblins.
Royal?
Yes.
We're going to. He was all the mystics.
Okay.
We should bring the gremlin to Roy. He'll love it.
And now we find the gremlin in an airlock.
Where is the next place you would like to go?
So there's Royal, and then what was the other one? I can't remember.
The
There is
manifold host.
The
Manifold
Minifold
Host.
Host or the Cognates. Either the
Yasuki?
Royo. I forgot her name.
The harmony of men.
A Harmony of Many.
I'm least excited about meeting Royo, so let's just put him in the middle of the sandwich.
Okay.
So Royal.
Gonna head to Royo.
Yeah, he's the one that, like, technology bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to remember which characters like went to that mission.
You head over to the wave point, and it's in the archives. As you're going through, you cross the green space of the Lower Spire complex, lack of a better phrase, the quad. And there are two Starfinders there, kind of getting in an argument. One is a dwarf, and the other is a Verthani.
I'll go get the popcorn.
A small crowd is gathered in the quad, surrounding the two individuals who are arguing fiercely. And I'm telling you, it's just too dangerous, shouts the dwarven Starfinder at the center of the circle. The sword strapped to their back clanks against their old-fashioned metal armor as they move. Have you learned nothing over the past year? The lanky Verthani opposite the dwarf scoffs. It can't be denied the events of the Data Scourge were a travesty. Several cybernetic augmentations whir and flash as he speaks, including a prominent data jack on his right temple. However, to completely shun any form of innovation is simply folly. I ain't shunning innovation, you tech head, the dwarf retorts, shaking their head. They look around the crowd. Come here, you lot. You look like you know what you're about. Settle this for you, will ya? Okay. You have a chance to potentially diffuse the situation. We're going to be in round initiative. No need to roll. It's just going to be them and you. I'll let you know what checks you can make and what their arguments are. At least one must attempt a check each round. You don't have to agree or disagree with the other side. you could play the middleman.
Did the dwarf just ask the android to settle this?
Yeah.
I just
I don't know. You said all of us.
Well, you're in the company of a half elf, so
So the dwarf kind of like shifts their stance and they go, my people were kept prisoner and enslaved for centuries by a malevolent AI. And as far as I know, it sounds just like that data scourge garbage. If your technology is so great, how come it keeps trying to hurt people? Okay. For this one, you can try to use diplomacy to kind of parry the argument a little bit, to kind of deflect the real sting of it, because it's a pretty solid argument.
it is.
You can use computers or engineering to discuss about the differences in both situations, that the AI on board the Shattered Moon is not what it's called.
Hope's End, was it? No.
Yeah, Hope's End. No, Salvation's End.
Salvation's End.
Hope's End is a scenario. And how that was corrupted AI. It wasn't entirely their fault. Or, oh, hold on. Additionally, if you have done scenario 1.09 or any of the meta plot from the last year, season 4, which is, hold on to your shorts, 4-03, 4-01, 4-04, 4-07, 4-10, 4-11, 4-13, 4-15, or 4-16.
Well, I do.
I
Have
believe you have
4-.
4-13, which is hard reset, which is what you talked
Yeah.
about earlier. Bojan, anything?
I had 413 and the intro years of these.
That will also count. Okay.
Why do you have the intro?
It just wasn't numbered.
Yeah.
Intro year of the data scourge.
Okay. So go ahead and try to make your checks and try to role play your conversations with Phelan Grimm the dwarf that is of the cognates.
They did a terrible job on his picture.
They are a non-binary dwarf. Diplomacy, computers, or engineering?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how.
I have
when I
computers
word-
and engineering.
Have computers.
I can do engineering. I'm just trying to think of how I want to word things.
I will go into explaining the difference between different types of AIs and like explaining it to like different people. I'm going to use computers.
Okay.
Basically, I'm saying like the AIs are like kind of like people. There's some of them sound like, but they're not the same. So in other words,
He's trying to make the argument that AIs are.
Yeah, that's fine.
like
I'm just trying to figure out
people.
why you wouldn't use diplomacy. But yeah.
my diplomacy is only a +4. My computers are +6.
I'm gonna stay silent on that.
I
It's
didn't
not
make-
your-
I
it's
didn't
not
make the
your
character.
character. It's not your character. Anybody else gonna try to make this check?
Yeah, I'm gonna do engineering.
I roll horrible. Oh, yeah, it is. 11.
Okay, tell me how you do it.
Basically, I was explaining how
Okay, so what you had previously explained?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
not a very good argument, but it's the one that I came up with, and I got 11.
And unfortunately, after time, things do degrade, even technology. However, if someone was there to help maintain it, it would have been okay. But without that maintenance, it deteriorated to that point.
Good, go ahead and...
That's going to be a 26.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't have skills.
Phelan
I can't
backs
think
down.
of anything, so.
Phelan
Just
kind of
gonna
backs
say
down. Is like, okay, I see your point. I see your point. Next round, the Verthani Marcosi. He goes, yeah. See, okay, they are talking about good, and I do agree that the AI. That's definitely a problem in those situations. But technology isn't inherently evil. It's a tool. Just like your clan's mining picks. It's not about what it is, but about who uses it. Evil will always exist in the universe. And without technology, how will we defend ourselves? Okay. For this one, diplomacy, to kind of defray some of the edges of his really powerful argument. And then intimidate, or profession soldier, mercenary, or something similar.
Wow, I have none of them.
I have an intimidate of 5.
So it's you two.
I guess I can use my diplomacy.
Why don't we have Bojan use an intimidate?
I'm just like, alright, well, first, just see what the dice say, and then I'll try to come up with a matching argument. So that's a 19. I remember this. I have cantrips. So, I'll just summon a my psychokinetic hand to be like, we got magics, fool. You can't just, bam, technology solve everything. Like, there are other ways to defend yourself.
He kind of like, yeah, sure. And Phelan's kind of the same way. He's like, any miner worth their salt isn't just relying on their pick. Just like he was saying. They're watching their backs themselves, they're talking with their clan's priests to keep them safe, and they're surveying the ground before they even start digging. You're just asking for trouble if all you're doing is letting the computer do everything. Okay. For this one, diplomacy, life science,
Nope.
mysticism,
Nope.
physical science,
Nope.
or survival. I will not let you take a 10 on this. Just it is a round. Taking 10 usually connotes a
Yes.
little more time.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have none of those.
I have my choice of them.
Yeah.
But, I'm gonna try my life science. Yeah. Thanks.
Before you announce, does anybody else want to try?
I was considering physical science.
Okay.
Please do.
So, for life science, I'm just like, look, I'm a bear. My entire people were just bears until we were uplifted. And thanks to the technology that was given to us, we've been able to give a voice to tell people to stop hunting us, stealing our honey. It's all the important stuff, and technology allowed us to do that.
What was your total?
11.
Okay.
So we need to integrate both our knowledge and our technology to maximize how much we grow and to better ourselves. So we can't rely on both, on only them. We have to combine them all together so that when we do grow, we can grow more powerful.
Well, that's good.
That's going to be a 21.
Okay. Phelan seems to think that you have sided with their argument at that point. Help them sustain their argument. Marcosi's just like, shh. We data files know what we're doing. Technology is one tool of many, yes, but it's the most powerful tool we have. Surely a few hiccups along the way don't merit abandoning an entire field of study. Okay. Diplomacy? Culture? To remind Marcosi what you just went through, and similar events, and intimidate to get him to back down.
Yeah, I think I can pull off culture.
I will help with culture too.
Are you going to aid, or are you going to do by yourself?
I will aid.
Okay.
I aided.
Okay.
So Aletha's like, look, technology's great and all, but unrestricted technology and advancements in it without restraint is what has led to some of these issues. Rogue AIs, corrupting data. This is just unrestricted use of technology. And we can't just use it because we've discovered it. We have to remember the should we do this and not think of can we do this.
Okay, go ahead and make your check.
Okay, well that's 14 without an 8.
So 16 with the 8. Okay. He looks a little sullen, but you seem to be doing okay. At that time, they kind of calm down, and you can definitely see that tensions have been assuaged. And at this time, Ixthia, the Unbreakable, appears to the crowd. And it's just like, is everything alright here?
I
I'm
believe
pretty
so.
sure.
Good job. Keep at it, Starfinders.
Thank you.
I don't know who it's the Unbreakable is.
They-
say that out loud.
They are the new leader of the Exo Guardians.
Okay.
They're the Kopaxi. They're the coral-looking people.
The new boss.
Oh.
Gotcha.
I'm
The
an
person I
inquisitor.
hate within absolute hatred. I'll say it again. They took my spot.
Just hearing this voice arguing about it, I'm like,
Phelan thanks you. So does Marcosi. And one of them hands you a diplomat serum of enhancement.
Here, you want this.
Oh, thanks.
It lasts an hour. I think it gives you an insight bonus.
Brian's looking it up. Also, the Imaginarium projector puts out a 2D image. It's really plain to tell that it's a fake image, so. But in a 20-foot radius around it. So we just wanted to say, make the argument, the place we were having this argument, a little bit nicer. We could have turned it on. But otherwise, it doesn't do anything else. But
The backdrop behind us.
Mhm. Get
Okay, so moving on.
You're heading down to the archives. I was waiting. It sounded like he was going to announce the next item. You get to the archives, and Roy was there. He's sitting at a desk, and he sees you come. He hears you come forward. He's like, "Have you found the Barbadesh files yet?" And he looks up, and he's got glasses on the end of his nose. He goes, you must be the agents Ehud promised to send. Welcome. Come in and have a seat. Would you care for some tea? The stuff they serve in the canteen is swell. I imported this blend from... Oh, never mind. There'll be time for chatter later.
I will take tea.
Royal hurries over to an antique tea trolley, pours piping hot tea from a porcelain teapot into mismatched teacups.
I could give it to the cricket.
He serves the tea and then returns to his seat. For those of you I haven't met, my name is Royo. I'm a former field agent, longtime scholar, and for the past several years I've had the privilege of serving the Starfinder Society Forum. I also fund and maintain numerous archives throughout the Pact Worlds, and near space that specialize in physical documents, books, and research material. It would seem my effort in recent months to encourage the Society to embrace the ways of paper and pen have amassed me a bit of a following. He grins warmly. After the events of the Data Scourge, the Cognates and I have been working on cleaning up remnants of that debacle. Unfortunately, we have discovered a nasty bit of rogue code, causing havoc in the greenhouses, and my most skilled combatants aren't on the station at present. I was hoping you'd be willing to head down there and sort it out. Do you think you're up to it?
Do you mind telling me a little bit more of what might be entailed? Rogue
Yeah.
code, what exactly is it?
Yeah, so my agents described the problem as a sort of fragmented manifestation of the Data Scourge. They said it reminded them of constructs they saw about a year ago. According to them, the code kept scurrying about the place, taking pot shots at Starfinders when they could. We sealed the doors to the greenhouse, and we're pretty sure they're contained inside. For now.
Alright. Okay, so it's literally fragmented code that is manifesting.
That's what it sounds like.
What did I get myself into?
You join the Starfinder Society.
I understand that.
You get to do nice, wonderful, exciting things. I just think it'd be great things to tell people
Let's go.
about. Give lots of fun to tell for the bar later on.
Okay. At that point in time, we'll take a quick break, about 10 minutes, and we'll join you again for them to go to the greenhouse. Welcome back. Okay, so the group is going to head over to those greenhouses, if I can remember a word. Fantastic. So you guys get there, and there are two Starfinders standing in front of a door to a large glass greenhouse. Too many hard G's there. Stop! It's not safe to enter, they announce. Beyond them, inside the greenhouse, large trees sway in a simulated breeze, their thick branches obscuring much of the view.
It's okay, Royal sent us.
Oh, fantastic! Here, take this. And they hand you a liquidator disintegration lash. And they say, this weapon seems to be pretty effective against it. Go on in. You guys enter the building?
We're figuring out who's taking the last.
We're figuring out who takes the last.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling it's gonna be me.
I'm pretty sure it's an advanced melee weapon, so it's probably me.
It's probably Bojam.
Yeah, I got it.
So go ahead and place yourselves in the orange box.
Basic melee.
Either basic or advanced.
It's an advanced weapon.
It's advanced.
I will
have
unsling my
basic.
rifle and get it ready.
Oh yeah, I have my survival knife and not this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pulls out her survival knife and her semi-auto.
I'll pull out my pistol. Or the. Azimuth laser pistol.
Taking a submachine gun.
I had fun shooting mine.
Okay.
You had a machine gun, not a submachine gun.
249. Yeah.
That's
I
a
had
machine
no
gun.
Fred was in the Navy.
Go ahead and make some perception checks.
You're lying.
And you know it was the army.
20.
23.
You always have to get one better, didn't you?
Fred?
12.
10.
I thought it was two better.
Oh, two better. You always have to get one higher. Have to get ours.
So there's a bunch of trees, but there's no actual importance on the terrain, otherwise I'd have drawn them in. Two weird blue-gray code things kind of like pop up out of the ground, and they got lasers on their face. Initiative!
Laserface.
That's your name? Taserface? Tell them Taserface sent them. That's your name?
Alright, settle it.
21.
22.
Oh, and you're complaining about me.
4.3.
I rolled a nat 20.
Ooh. DS is 18.2.
So, alright, Navasi is it? It's on you.
No, me. I'm like, who's Navasi? Oh, yeah, that's me.
We're all having identity issues today.
It's okay. I mean,
Casey briefly turned Bella into a leaf.
Did I?
Yeah, you said Alita says when you were doing the argument. I'm like, so now you're Alita.
To be fair, she is supposed to be Aletha's protege. And I do have Aletha's figure on the board, so I can be confused a little bit.
It's fine. I was also.
I'm going to shoot at that one.
Okay, go ahead and make a
I
attack
was
roll.
also just like, Based on your description of Aletha, it looks like
A total
your
of a
precog
9.
might have been a better fit.
Azimuth laser. I think that's.
EAC? Okay, yeah.
E.
A 9 will not
Precog
hit.
what?
Precog might have been the better
I didn't think
fit
it would.
for
Who's up next?
your story. Bella.
Precog didn't exist when she was
Exactly.
and she was well past level 2 by the time it did exist. Okay, so we'll trick attack that one. CR 0?
Nope.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. She will get a shot off. So 16k,
16k will hit.
5 damage.
5 damage. Who's up next?
The Nintendo DS's.
Okay.
It's a me, copyright strike.
This one goes. There. And this one goes. There. And 2 massive beams of energy just go swoosh. Okay, go ahead and give me. Hold on. I need 2 reflex saves each.
Oh, that one's very.
The DC is going to be 11. Don't tell me until I'm done rolling.
Okay.
First one is.
Am I at that level? I am at that level. Evasion.
But that's for time to me. I only have a reflex skill of 1.
Okay.
My
Who-
reflex is 7.
Who made the first save? You all take 6 points of damage. You take none.
I'm gonna spend a.
It is half fire, half electricity, if that matters.
Plasma.
I am gonna spend a
Said
resolve point
6.
as a reaction to kicking my nanobot.
Okay. 6 points.
Okay.
The second attack. Who succeeded? So, you didn't get hit by that first one. And you didn't get hit by the second one.
Oh.
Or, you didn't get hit by the second one. You got hit by the third. You got hit by both, and you got hit by both. Second, first. Okay? So you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Because they can't hit you
The lines are.
from that. They're lines.
Mm.
So, who saved the second time? Which would be you. Okay, so you all take 8, you take none.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have to make the first save, it literally just moves my better save.
I would
to
have 2
my
hit
first.
points left.
I only have 2 left. I have to make
Are
both
you?
saves.
Did you take out of? You only
Stamina?
took 6.
No, I'm 6. But if I would have got hit by both, I would have only had 2 hit points left.
Yeah, we're both level 1, so we don't have
What's your
that.
stamina?
My SP is 6.
Okay, and how much hit points do you have left?
I have 10 hit points
Okay,
left.
good.
I was just saying after if I would have
Yeah,
got
that's
hit by.
where I'm at because I took both.
1, 2.
Okay, so at least
Oh,
that's a recharge.
No matter what. Okay. Let me. Okay. Okay. Who's next?
Alright. It's my turn. I'm gonna move there. And I'm gonna try and hit with the launch. 13E,
13E will hit.
10 acid.
10 acid.
If you get close to me, I can give you a healing syrup. If you don't have one.
You go to hit it, and it just goes. Moves away, and then crumbles. It crumbles to the ground into inert nanites, and then hold on, I gotta see what else it does. And then it reappears as a Mark 1 Mind Link circlet.
Oh,
Okay.
that's confusing journey. Let's see. HDM.
Oh, alright. I will see. Can I see that one?
You can see him.
Apparently, yes.
Okay. So I'll use my move action to target him, and then I will fire off my rifle.
Good old exocortex
Cortex
mechanics.
That's going to be a 19K
That'll hit.
for 8 piercing.
8 piercing. Second.
And I heal 1.
It flashes and appears there. Okay.
Alright. Your turn.
I will say get him. Is that doesn't take my full,
That's
That's a move.
so I'll use my move to say get him. And I will shoot. And apparently hit the wall.
I saw that 20. It was like, no, I didn't talk.
What's the total?
Not even close.
What's the total? Okay.
I think, yeah, 4.
Who's next?
Alright, Bella.
Okay, I will quick attack that one. Oh, nice. 7 or less.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah. Okay, so that is 16k,
Okay.
11 damage.
What kind of damage?
Piercing.
Okay. Sounds good. Who's next?
Its turn.
Its turn. It's gonna scrabble forward and hit that guy.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Even though,
Oh.
Okay. I'm guessing a 31 hits you.
I'll let it.
$20 points of damage.
That's double my normal hit points.
That, I believe, kills you.
Well, his hit was not his stamina.
In my
It's
hit,
hit
Yes.
points.
my hit points is 10.
Yes, but
How
I
much-
believe massive damage rules apply here.
What are you at right now? Because you didn't
He
do
had
one.
no stamina.
I
he
know
had
it's have 10 hit
10 hit
points.
points left.
Oh, so
And-
actually, no, that might.
That
And-
might kill him.
And I had 3 RP. Whatever that.
I don't think I have massive damage rules on here.
Yeah, it doesn't come up often.
It does not come up often, but it crit you real bad. And did 4 shy of max damage.
It's not my character.
Not your character.
Well, that's good.
I'm kind of glad I didn't make a character.
I mean, you have to assign a number that dies.
He doesn't have to assign a number that dies, it just he can only apply, I think, half credit.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll get with you afterwards if you do die.
Alright, how much hit points did you have remaining?
10.
10.
Negative 10.
So
No, he had 10.
You had 10 to
remaining.
start with.
I had 10 to start with.
He had 10 when it hit.
That doubled my hit points.
It did.
alright, then yes. Massive damage kills.
Okay. Yeah, when you take a hit and the remaining amount of the damage equals your total hit point value, you die.
Oh, what do you expect for a level 1?
It rarely happens, but it happens.
This
And
is
the thing just runs into you and just spines back and just eviscerates you. You're dead. Sorry, bro.
Oh, wow. That's life. I mean, that's death.
That's like insta death too. There's like no coming back.
And that was the exact number needed.
Yeah,
for
that is the
instant death.
exact number. Okay. Who's next?
Arm is just like, it's a pre-gen. We'll just get one clone from the lore spire.
However, I'm going to let you choose another pre-gen, but not in a VC. Because you still have one more set of things to do.
Let's see.
The soldier.
Right.
Go ahead with the soldiers. That's worth it.
Death on all high stream. Okay. Okay, who's up next?
So, let's see. I charge in for 10 EAC.
10?
Actually, 11.
11 will hit.
Alright. Minimum damage, so 7 acid.
It dies.
Let's
And
see,
it
by
turns
6.
into a charge cloak.
Very confused. Okay.
Alright. The VC died first. We're splitting up her gear.
Mm-hmm.
I heard something about healing potion, healing serum. Right before she
Here
died.
you go.
I'll be good. I'll heal.
1d8.
sometime. I don't need it.
Oh.
You notice
Yeah, you'll need it.
HCN's wounds are starting to heal back up.
Alright, so is there a computer in here somewhere?
No,
We'll look at the two.
it's a greenhouse.
It was just the two.
Just the two.
I need to rest a little bit though.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that outside.
Give a call. You lost one. Send it the next one.
Send in the vest.
I mean, she's not great for a soldier, but the fact that she's a soldier just makes her more survivable.
I imagine I'm just filling out the form to say Devasi clone 3287 died. This is how. No, it's not our fault.
You're not wrong. You go back and report, and Royo's a bit concerned that one of you's dead, but they didn't expect one of you to die, so I'm just gonna read it as is, which is great because Royo's a jerk and I hate him, so this makes it perfect for me. Well done, well done! Excellent work! Royo exclaims with enthusiasm and a respectful nod of his head. My thanks! Now I do hope you don't think too poorly of my little faction here. I know there are those who think we're on some sort of crusade against circuitry, and while our faction includes those who are enthusiastic about our mission, I can assure you we're not trying to toss all technology to the curb. Technology has its place. We do live on a space station after all. We're simply looking to diversify our methods, whether they be analog, magical, natural as we rebuild the society. If we're too reliant on any one methodology, well, we've seen how that could turn out. He chuckles grimly. At any rate, I've taken up enough of your time. Go enjoy the day. It's looking bright on the horizon. He turns back to his papers. Oh, if you see a lost librarian, let him know I found the Barbadash files. They were in the freezer.
I'll take the Lassie nod and walk out. No, everything went fine. Nothing happened. Actually, this is a great time because I've never got to use this spell before. I have grave words.
Okay.
So,
What does it do?
I force a touched corpse to talk to me.
Oh.
There's a 10% chance it's useful information.
Okay. You want the high 10 or you want the low 10?
I'm feeling low.
What are you asking it?
I don't ask it anything. It just grave words just it
Oh.
allows it to talk, and
Oh,
maybe
okay.
it's useful.
Do I get a limit? Is there a limit of words or?
It's a dumb spell. You can't ask it specific questions or communicate with the own. It utters random sentences for 1 round.
1 round. That's a lot. The Navasi's corpse just is like. So there I was, out in the middle of the Nevada desert, and there were some bugs, and I ate them, and then this car drove past, and there were 2 guys in the back of it, and they were smoking something because a lot of smoke was coming out of it, and then just mid-sentence just stops.
Truly, her last will was impressive.
You pick up Oboziah at the Lore Spire complex.
She was bored, needed something to do.
And I will take a 10-minute rest.
Okay, anybody else?
I will too.
I have yet to be hit.
Well, we can fix that, don't worry.
You gotta switch
I was
to-
hoping that was gonna try. It didn't. Sure, it would have crit me. I'd still have had stamina left.
20?
Yeah,
Nice. That's right, you're level 3.
I'm level 3. I can take a hit now.
You're like a good piece of paper, able to take a punch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was a terrible pun.
It is a horrible pun. So, there is an outdoor auditorium that your nav marker heads to. And you're out there, and stop it. They're talking about. It looks like there's an induction of new Starfinders, and everybody's happy. And the person leading this is a small gnome with purple hair, and she is just singing at the top of her lungs, like, "Go Starfinders, go." It's a new song. I'm not singing it for you.
What? The audience demands it.
Go Starfinders, go! Something, something, powers in the dark. All I'm thinking now is like Big Hero 6. Fred's Angels. Maybe it's an amulet. Maybe it's an emerald. Fred's Angels. It's a good film. If you haven't seen it, it's fantastic.
It is a good film. I will agree. It is a good film.
I was just thinking of Terra Nova.
I just found out that the character
like
Honey
Terra
Lemon
Nova.
is Latina. And I didn't know that because that's not how she isn't necessarily, her bone structure doesn't look Latina. She doesn't have mannerisms of that nature, which is fine. But also, she has reddish hair. Yeah, you can dye hair, but most Latinx people do not have red hair. We're gonna get some angry emails now. But, so it just threw me. They're like, oh yeah, she's Latina. I'm like, okay. That's a little weird, but sure.
We're gonna have to have somebody watching us for us to get angry emails.
That's what I was gonna say. Someone should be
People
watching.
watch us. People watch us, don't they?
Send as many angry emails as you can to
Please.
prove we have watchers.
Brian's going to set up a dummy
Viewers.
email account.
Angry
Just for us.
email. He's gonna just put angry email and send it.
If we get angry emails, I will read them on stream.
There is a large Barathu that is just kind of off to the side, and you can kind of guess their harmony of many. When they see you, they They pick up a tentacle and shake it. And they beckon you.
Okay, yeah.
They lead you into a storage room and shut the door and go, quiet. And you, like, just as the door is shutting, you can see the gnome on stage has got, like, tubes. And is just cranking him and like, you hear this, and just glitter is just popping out the other end and showering everybody in the audience. It's just like 4 or 5 times. And just like, just going crazy.
This is the future, so it's nanite glitter.
Oh.
Even harder to remove.
Oh no. No. Don't you wish that on me, Ricky Bobby.
What's wrong with nanites? Nanites are our friends.
Thank you for joining us,
Why
the
do we keep
Barathu.
destroying them then?
The Barathu says telepathically. For those whom we have not had the pleasure of inducting formally, our name is Harmony of Many, and we are the leader of the faction known as the Manyfold Host. Our faction has operated within the Starfinder Society for years, working to bring representatives of new species into the fold, and to ensure their unique needs are met. Because of our meager resources, our efforts have been limited, and we've not been able to welcome many new recruits into the faction formally. However, First Seeker Ihu Hadif has committed additional resources to minor factions such as ours, for which we are grateful. The door whips open as the colorful gnome makes her entrance, dragging a small humanoid drone by the hand and leaving a trail of glitter in her wake. Hi, I'm Charla. Pleasure to meet you. Did you hear about the project yet? They are not yet aware, intones the collective. Charla has been working with my drone, Major Sixth, to develop a tour program for new agents. This program will... It's gonna be great, Charla interrupts, grinning widely. It's gonna show the new recruits all sorts of cool stuff. All the best places to eat, and hang out, and even teach them some useful skills. Harmony of Many bobs their body up and down in an imitation of a nod. Charla and some of our other agents have worked diligently on this project. However, it requires final testing. We hope you are willing to assist. Please provide our newly inducted agents a personal tour of the Lower Spire complex using the prepared script. Is this request amenable to you? Charla nods. Your feedback will be invaluable! Plus, it'll give you a chance to get to know these new Starfinder agents. Sounds perfect to me!
Does the drone have a projector? Because we by chance have a new one. Or it might be old one.
Depending on how the tour goes, we might set up at every spot we stop at. Yeah, a tour sounds a lot better after seeing Navasi get ripped apart. Anyway, yeah.
Hey, see the best go. What happened to Navasi?
It was awful. That's all I'm gonna say. It was bad.
Don't worry, there's more of her.
The robot, the drone, Major Sixth, prints out some instructions, and here you go. Here is the tour script. There, you will have 4 options to, what's the word I'm looking for? 4 areas you will be able to go and teach about. Everybody chooses one. Numbers 1 and number 7 must be chosen.
Okay.
Let's see. So we got the lobby, kitchens, training facility, research center, laboratories.
So for those at home, let me get my page.
I could do the training center.
Maybe I
And then the
forgot it.
training center.
Yeah.
Do you want the gardens?
The garden's fine.
So I get
Too
you
bad.
athletics.
Is there anything with is there an engineering bay or anything?
There is an acrobatics or athletics. I like that one.
That would be the training center too. Acrobatics or athletics.
I can do the research center.
So the gardens needs diplomacy, life science, or physical science. That's one of the ones
Or
we have to
sense
do.
motive.
Or sense motive.
I have life science.
So,
Yeah, good.
so one that
Do you want the gardens then?
True.
so an
Because that's
engineering
one
one.
we have to have.
Yeah.
And then the other one we have to have is bluff, diplomacy, sense motive, or relevant profession.
Yeah.
between
Between your day job and the Starfinder.
I do in fact have a decent sense motive. So at the very least I can do a sense motive.
If not, there's the training facility for you.
We
Yeah,
can do the
but-
medical bay to see the new Navasi being rebuilt.
It's gonna be the joke from now on, isn't it?
Or the we got the labs where we can do the cloning.
Yeah, like either one.
Oh,
I
that's
can
engineering.
do
Yeah,
as
that's-
well, but
What does she have?
Athletics, intimidate, survival, reduce the DC of culture and profession because of
Alright,
missionary
training
checks.
facility for her it is. I'll take the lobby.
So
I'll take the lobby because at
lobby,
least I have
training
a sense
facility, laboratories, and
I keep forgetting that, or only get to do
The
one of
gardens.
these, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
and
So
you do the
I
garden.
do the gardens.
Okay, so what are the 4 sections you're doing?
Okay, I've got lobby,
Okay.
Location 1. Yep. Then we're gonna do location 3, the training facility.
training facility.
Then location 5, the labs.
Mhm.
And
And then the gardens. Okay. Okay. Here are the new agents. There are 4 of them. Medeo is a slender, 4-armed Shabbat in robe-trimmed priest robes, with a staff on their back and an Iomedean holy symbol prominently displayed around their neck. They seem morose, mellow, calm, but they definitely have an eagerness to learn.
Okay.
The next one is Nakoil. Nakoil is a tall Sarcesian dressed in an ill-fitting jumpsuit and a green cloth cap. She is just excited. She's an excitable person. When you kind of get to the group, she is just talking about the latest gossip and news. The next one is a Patra named Rashir Hithru. Rashir is a Patra from the Vescarium who wears headphones and is constantly bobbing his head to unheard music. You don't hear it, but he hears it. He seems aloof
No kidding.
and trying to figure out his place. And the last one is Vadil of the Grand Plateau. Vadil is a deaf Vlaka in brightly patterned stationwear whose ocular implants provide live transcription and whose gloves translate per signing into audio output. They are enthusiastic and friendly.
That's.
Okay.
I didn't think
As
about
you-
speaking.
As you go into each room, go ahead and read your section, and then go ahead and make the appropriate check, and then I'll let you know if you succeed.
Okay, so I am going to have zipper placed at chest height.
Okay?
Welcome, new Starfinders, to the Lore Spire Complex. This has been the home of the Starfinder Society since its formation over 300 years ago. In that time, the organization has grown from a small group of adventurers to galaxy-wide collective of explorers, warriors, and seekers of knowledge. In recent years, the Starfinder Society has worked to defend the Pact Worlds against numerous threats. Why, on one of my first missions as a Starfinder, I was in the sun and we assisted in a major operation to Ensure that the local gangs do not take over.
What's the check you need to make?
Sense motive. That is a 19.
Okay. As you guys go around, going off to the second spot, you kind of listen in to Nakawil. She believes the Starfinders always seem to be in the thick of things, and joins to get in on the ground floor, making news, not hearing it. She's interested in investigating now how Historia Prime acquired the assets they leveraged during the Data Scourge, and thinks that most of it was stolen. She wonders what else Historia Prime might have stolen and where it might be hiding. Next area.
Might not be wrong.
Lower Spire Complex boasts the state-of-the-art physical training facilities to keep our agents in tip-top shape. The gym features exercise equipment for creatures from tiny to huge, and instructors offer private coaching and group classes. We also offer virtual reality training to experience a real combat simulation and review recorded performances. Last week, I got stuck in a training facility, simulation, and it was very hard to get out of. But it was lots of fun. And it was great. I'm feeling ready to get back into the field.
What's your check that you need to make?
Athletics.
Okay, go ahead and make it.
Seven.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Do you have a shirt, Fred?
Not on me.
You might want to use a reroll, Fred.
Okay.
How many Novas do you have?
How many what?
Stop.
Have you GM'd any games?
Not
I
lately.
don't think you have.
Not
I
Starfinder.
think he's down.
Yeah, no
If he
worries.
has, he hasn't.
Novas give you extra.
It's like stars in Pathfinder.
Oh.
For
Uh,
each star you have, it's a +1 to your die roll.
No, I don't think I've GM'd
I have like
Starfinder.
1 Nova myself.
I'm working slowly on my third Nova. I need 8 more tables.
Yeah.
25.
Okay. Okay, go to the third area. As you're going to the third area, you find out a little more about Rashir, the Patra. He seems disinterested, but he joined the society hoping to make connections that will aid the Patra resistance against the Vescarian. You'll find out that the music he's listening to is called Hello Uproar, which is by the revolutionary Patra pop star Miyu.
So I probably.
Wow! Flower?
You don't necessarily find this out. The team finds this out. Okay, third area.
Yeah, it's probably like.
Alright, so we're hitting the
Bella
labs
finds out, she's
now.
like,
The Starfinder
Famous
Society just isn't an exploration agency. We're also on the cutting edge of new adventuring gear. Our agents are always kept well equipped with the latest gears from both our corporate partners as well as our swell scientists here in the labs. They're constantly tinkering away with new ideas. And personally, I'm hoping my idea for new jump jets will come into effect. Nothing like being able to fly through the sky and through the city lines. And hopefully we can get some better equipment for our Pathfinders or Starfinders. I just love to see that off in the field
Okay, what check do you have to make?
in engineering.
Okay,
And that's going to be a 29.
okay.
Right? Yeah.
Go to the fourth area. As you're going through, you find out about Medeo is they are a low-ranking Iomedean priest from Akaton who joined the Starfinders after witnessing them foil an assassination plot at the recent Absalom Interfaith Summit a few months ago. They strive for open communications. They strive to open communications between the Iomedean Church and the Starfinder Society, preferably without the interference of High Chancellor Melorian Caduceus, whom they consider insufferable.
That's just our memories of that. No, it's
Yeah.
just like Dashko was like, oh yes, I would gladly tell you every detail of every fight we had.
Oh, Aletha was in that one.
Alright. Finally, we are here at the Lore Spire's Complex's Gardens. We maintain several plots of land for agents to relax in, some of them for a very long time. Rest in peace, Navasi. They experience the natural beauty of the plants and animals that are carefully tended here. Agents have brought native species from dozens of planets. They're all tended to by gardeners who also ensure the local ecosystem isn't disrupted. Look! Squats. We also grow food here to supplement the offerings in the kitchens. My favorite part of this space is, of course, the 3-story honey hive you see over here. This is where the uplifted bears such as myself get our choice honey from the versus bees. I made them up, but they're there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this is our newest member to the gardens, Jiminy the Click Harp.
Okay. What check do you have to make?
Life science. There we go. 24.
Okay. You find out about Vadil. Vadil is interested in studying the ruins on their home planet of Ladjok before it becomes uninhabitable. As you guys finish the tour and kind of let everybody go, the Starfinders, the new agents, like, okay, thank you, have a good day, bye. And Charla pops out of the bushes. She's like, fantastic! You guys did a good job! That was fun. You didn't see us, did you? Nope,
No.
but you didn't. And
Okay,
the
I'm gonna try and see if she's still got one of those glitter things attached to her and sneak it off of her.
go ahead.
So, do I need a
Give
perception?
me a
first?
perception.
Okay, let's start with the perception. That is a 28.
She has 3. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
That is a 22.
Yeah, you grab one. 1.
That's all I want. is
Okay.
one.
The Barathu. What?
Continue.
The Barathu kind of like floats a little bit closer and like, your help is most appreciative. We believe it is truly vital for all new Starfinders to feel welcomed, and for our Starfinder Society to represent the multifold diversity present within our galaxy. We Barathu know that we are stronger together. Absorbing new ideas and thoughts scare us not. On the contrary, it's an important part of our life cycle. So too for the Starfinder Society. Many points of view will help us to arrive at a consensus. To that end, if you meet new life forms out there in the galaxy, invite them into the fold for us, will you? We would be very grateful if you would join us in welcoming our new brethren. And they start to like fold off, and then Harmony like reaches over, picks up one of the tubes and goes, here, and gives you an all-purpose accessory. You using it?
Yeah, as soon as she like gets ready to turn, I call her name quick and then point blank.
What does the all-purpose accessory do?
Let's see. instantly configures into your choice of the following: a grappler, a toolkit, for +4 bonus to engineering checks made to disable locks and mechanical traps, or a survival knife.
How many options are there? 4?
3.
3? What's the second one? The toolkit?
That's a toolkit.
Okay.
Get to the base of the toolkit.
So you push the button and you're like, and it like becomes a toolkit, but there's also a bing of spray of glitter at the end. What you realize is that they were all multi-purpose tools that just happen to be malfunctioning and spray glitter half the time. But as a fae gnome, she's just magically altering statistics on her side, and every one of them is popping open into glitter.
What'd she do with the gremlin?
You don't know.
No, I'm asking, what'd you do with the gremlin?
Which gremlin?
The one that was recently delivered to you.
Got a gremlin?
Huh. It must be on the way.
I thought we
And she
gave the
turns it off.
gremlin to Rudy.
I thought we sent it to Royo.
We gave it to them to do with whatever they
We
could
gave it
do.
No, we gave it to Ziggy
Yeah,
to
give it to
do
Ziggy.
whatever they wanted to do with it.
But then we thought of giving it to Royo.
We
because
thought
he
about
likes
it.
Magic.
He likes the magical stuff.
Yeah.
But Ziggy had already said, don't worry, we'll send it to one of our more fey-minded. I just kind of figured it was a no at this point.
That's true.
It might have found its way to an airlock.
It's actually Sunita.
She's had enough. She's had enough. The love of her life was killed twice and then resurrected.
Does Finch need a new babysitter?
Seriously though. After you meet with all 3 factions,
Krillin would have PTSD within a week.
that's generous a week.
You're right, probably wouldn't last 2 days.
After you guys meet with all 3 factions, you get a nav marker to go back and meet with Ihu Adif. And he reads your notes, has a little bit of concern at the report of, yeah, Navasi died. We just got Obaziah next, it doesn't matter. Okay. Ihu leans back in his chair, his eyes above his mask lighting up with a smile. Your assistance today has been invaluable, Starfinders, and I truly thank you. As a first seeker, I don't often get the chance to have direct contact with the daily tasks of the Society, so I ask your forgiveness for living vicariously through you. While the role of the first seeker is one I took on gladly, I do miss those days of fieldwork and exploration. The first seeker stands and walks to the window, looking out over the grounds of the Lore Spire complex. I feel the Society stands at a crossroads. Public opinion is at an all-time low. New threats arise regularly, and dissent is growing within the ranks. The argument you witnessed today is only the latest in the series of flashpoints. It would be easy to fall into despair, to lose hope and to consign the Society to the annals of history. But if there is one thing the Kasathans know, it is the calamitous effect of inaction. I will not stand idly by. He turns as the setting sun emerges from behind a building, and the orange light frames Ihu, granting him an otherworldly halo and a commanding presence. I am resolved, Starfinders. For too long, the Society has been a monolith, rigid in its beliefs and unwilling to change. The recognition of these minor factions is not enough. We must do more than pay lip service. We must act. Before my tenure ends, my mission will be to ensure that all Starfinders are heard and their opinions taken seriously. A united Starfinder Society must speak with many voices, and I will use mine to uplift those who have been silenced or ignored. We shall shine light into the darkest corners of our history, look unflinching upon our errors, and ensure that our mistakes will never be repeated. He pauses and inclines his head in a nod. It's my hope that you will join me in these endeavors. Starfinders, your help will be invaluable. But while this work is vital, I think it can wait until the morning. You've all had quite a day. Ihu seats himself back at his desk. I think there are some paradox trifles in the canteen. If you are true of heart, I'm sure you'll make it there in time. With a wink, he turns back to his computer, his posture straightened in resolve. Scenario has ended.
I'm excited for these paraducks in the canteen.
Okay. Any questions about before we end?
Nope.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining tonight. We hope you enjoyed our stream and that you will join us next time.